I was born and raised in Oakland. I went to McComas High School. Woo-hoo, Mac! At that time, we had won the World Series and the Super Bowl. I mean, it was just, being part of the Bay Area, growing up as a kid, all the music and the festivals that we had and shared together, it was just like growing up in just one large community. I knew I wanted to go in the military a long time ago. It was just like a lifelong dream. And when I got the opportunity, I joined the military in the 11th grade. So I went to my mom and I asked her, Mom, would you sign me up for the military? And she said, Carl, you're only in 11th grade. I told her, well, there's no time like the present. She said, okay, Carl, I'll sign you up for the military if you give me one promise and keep that promise. I said, okay, Mom, you give me the promise. She said, never get a tattoo. I'm 58 years old, I have no tattoos. So I joined the National Guard, I got a military ID, a physical, I was sworn in. I went to boot camp at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and I loved the military so much. But then after my training, they said, hey, Mr. Worsham, you have to go back home, you're in the National Guard. So I came back to Oakland. Next day, I went to the recruiting office and said, hey, I want to go active duty. They said, well, Mr. Worsham, you already signed up for the National Guard, so the only way you can go active duty, you have to sign up for 7 years. And I said, I don't care. I signed up for 7 years. 2 weeks later, I was shipped off to Germany. Germany was excellent. I was stationed in the 3rd Infantry Division in Würzburg, Germany, and 3rd Military Intelligence Company. Serving in 3rd ID, home of Artie Murphy. That was one tough division, and I am so proud to have been serving in that division. The heightened tension was just so high. You couldn't see it here in the States, but being on the front line in Europe, you saw it every day. You had spies coming after you, trying to get your identification card, trying to steal secrets. You know, we had the missile crisis, we had the Soviet Union. All they preached to us was, you guys have to hold the line until the troops can make it from the United States. So your guys are basically up against 100 to 1, and you're going to have to hold it. I was a 31 Victor Tactical Communication Systems Operator. My job was to know every vehicle that the Soviet Union possessed, every airplane that they possessed, every weapon system that they possessed. I spent months and months and months in the field. I mean, but it was just the camaraderie and the professionalism was just so outstanding. So Germany was an experience that stayed with me for my whole life. And so I got out the military and became a mailman. Oh, my sons, I'm so proud of my sons. My oldest son, Paul, he came to me after he graduated from high school. He said, Dad, I want to go on an adventure. He said, I'm going into the Army as an infantryman. So now, here it comes, my baby boy, Isaiah. Oh, he's seeing what his brother Paul's doing. Dad, I'm going infantry. I said, I'm going just like Paul. So he followed Paul, and now my youngest son, Isaiah, is stationed at Fort Lewis, Washington, in the infantry CAV unit. I don't have a high school diploma to show. And when the guys talked to me about it, I was like excited. I said, yeah. It's like, hey, you did all these things, but sometimes you want to see it. You don't want to say, I got a diploma, or I have a diploma. No, I want to see your diploma.